Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Monday, July 7th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Major currencies moved higher against the US dollar today. The greenback had notable movement against the euro, rising 0.51% after breaking out from 4 days of sideways trading. Against the Japanese yen, it climbed nearly 1.19 points to 145.99. Looking at returns, the dollar is showing significant weakness year to date, particularly against the euro and Swiss franc, down 11.6% and 12.1% respectively. Weekly returns, however, show modest gains across all major pairs. The US dollar gained against regional currencies, with a notable streak against the Kiwi, marking its 5th consecutive daily rise. Against the loonie, it advanced for a third straight session, up 0.38% to 1.3677. Year-to-date performance shows the greenback down significantly against most Asian currencies, particularly versus the Singapore dollar, dropping 6.3%. The exception is the Indian rupee, where the dollar has maintained relatively stable levels.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm max profit. Singapore is breaking out upward after 5 days of sideways movement, closing at 25.97. Germany maintains a strong upward trend, marking its 3rd consecutive positive close at 42.23. Sweden and Belgium show mixed signals with flat price movement. Year-to-date returns show impressive performance from Germany, leading with 32.7%, followed by Sweden at 21.9%. Belgium has gained 20.3%, while Singapore and China have returned 18.9% and 16.6% respectively. Significant declines mark today's session, with South Korea dropping 3.6% to 70.7 and Taiwan falling 3% to 57.63. Chile declined 2.5% to 31.2, while Brazil and Japan each fell over 2%. Despite today's losses, year-to-date returns remain strong for South Korea at 37.7% and Brazil at 27.1%. Chile has gained 23.9%, while Taiwan and Japan show more modest gains of 11.3% and 8.5% respectively.
Considering commodities, I'm liquidity. Gold futures closed at 3,347.20, up 27.20. Silver futures hit an all-time high during trading but couldn't hold it, closing at 36.94. Both metals showing flat price movement over 3 days. Copper futures and Palladium futures display very strong positive trends. Year-to-date returns show strength in precious metals, with gold and silver both up over 26%. Copper follows with a 24% gain. Aluminum is the outlier, showing a slight decline of 0.4% for the year. In energy markets, crude oil futures showed strength. Brent rose 1.79 to 69.56, while crude oil gained 1.82 to 67.92. Natural gas advanced 3% despite a strong negative trend. Both gasoline and heating oil broke out from sideways movement. Month-to-date performance shows strength in refined products, with heating oil up 6% and gasoline gaining nearly 4%. Natural gas remains under pressure, down 1.3% for the month, while crude benchmarks are both up over 4%. Live cattle and feeder cattle both rose for a 3rd consecutive day, with feeder cattle hitting a new all-time high at 314.30. Lean hogs fell amid strong volatility, while Class 2E milk plunged 9%. Year-to-date returns in livestock show lean hogs leading with a 31.5% gain, followed by feeder cattle up 19.5%. Class 2I milk continues to struggle, down nearly 15% this year. Grains showed weakness with corn, rough rice, and soybean futures all declining more than 1%. Oat futures bucked the trend, breaking out from consolidation with a 1.5% gain to 381.75. In year-to-date performance, oats lead grains with a 15.5% gain. Rough rice and corn show notable declines of 9.4% and 8.2% respectively. Wheat remains under pressure, down 5.7% this year. Soft commodities showed significant volatility today. Coffee futures and cocoa both fell sharply, down 5% and 5.5% respectively, showing strong downward trends. Orange juice surged 11.4% despite its negative trend. Cotton futures gained 3.3%, breaking out of recent consolidation. Year-to-date returns show significant divergence in soft commodities performance. Orange juice has declined 52%, while cocoa is down 29%. Coffee has fallen 13%, with cotton and sugar showing relatively modest declines under 1%.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew. Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.